Welcome to Comical Comics, your one-stop listen to all things comics. We're talking books, movies, TV shows, video games, and more. I must forewarn you, though, we are a spoiler cast, and what that means is we consider all properties, past, future, and present, to be valid, and we will spoil the hell out of them. I'm your host, Michael, along with my two co-hosts, Richard and Jeremy, and with all that being said, let's get started. All right, Sunday, October 26th, and we are going to finish out Spooky Month with Marvel's newest contribution, Marvel Zombies, animated Disney Plus.
Oh, sorry, not that one. Not that one. Sorry.
Not even close. Not even close.
Because all the things you learn about zombies from that just don't even apply to this one, basically.
Yeah.
No. No. So I figured let's see. Y'all want to do a full blown, like what you thought of with everything, or do you want to go episode by episode as far as your whelmings?
I'm good doing the whole thing. Like it did, because to me it was really good. Like I watched them pretty much all back to back, and like it was a nice, like, actually felt like a movie.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm fine
All
with
right.
that as well.
Cool. Well, Jeremy, what is your whelming of this Marvel Zombies?
I am pleasantly whelmed. I really enjoyed this more than I thought I was going to, honestly. But I mean, I enjoyed the zombie episode in the What If, but I think they did a really good job with this. But I'm gonna be pissed if we end up with another freaking series that leaves you hanging without knowing if there's gonna be another season coming or
That's
not.
unanswered. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that whenever, like, it was going so great and then it had that ending, I was like, all right, seriously? Come on now.
So with those endings, all you do is tell yourself, well, Birdie saved the day, and then you just close the door. Richard, what's your whelming?
I'm gonna say pleasantly whelmed. I want to say overly whelmed, but there were some things I had to nitpick here, and not even nitpick, things that did bug me. But for the most part, I think I went in with this with low expectations, and it far surpassed what I thought what it was going to do. So I was just like, okay, I actually enjoyed this, and I too, like, just binged all 4 episodes in just one sitting. So
Got you. Okay, nice. I am whelmed. I've seen this now several times over, and so maybe that's my fault. But there's certain episodes that I like more than others, and I think overall, though, I think that ending really did it for me, where I was just like, I don't like you.
I have a theory for the ending, but we'll get into it when we get to that ending.
I'm interested.
Oh my gosh, what was that? It seems like everybody, like, they watched that movie with Brad Pitt. Oh crap, it's on the name, tip of my tongue. Inception.
Brad Pitt's
and
not
they just
Inception.
Not Brad Pitt. Yeah. Whoever it is, but
Leonardo DiCaprio.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Just having a brain fart there, but yeah, like they watched that and they're like, we're gonna do this. And do the same thing.
Maybe.
I think. Fuck it. I think it's House of M. I think they're doing a House of M kind of story.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I could kind of, because the last line that Wanda says, and yeah,
like,
I was kind of wondering.
Matter of fact, we should probably read House of M if there's going to be a second season of Marvel Zombies, because I have a feeling that's what they're going to do. They're going to do like a twisted version of House of M.
Okay. That maybe could be cool. I've never read House of M, honestly.
It's good. I like it.
That's definitely something I need to read. All right, before we spoil too much, episode 1, because that's what they're called. No titles. They wasted no expense to titles at all.
Yeah.
What are we going to call this one? Zeb Wells, by the way, which I was like,
Yeah.
what? Zeb Wells? Really?
Yeah.
Like, he's doing most of this?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he wrote She-Hulk And I know y'all didn't like it, but I enjoyed mostly She-Hulk. I
didn't realize he wrote that.
He wasn't like the sole writer, but he was one of the writers for She-Hulk. And anyway, I hate his Spider-Man run with a fiery passion, but
says everybody.
Yeah. But this was, I was like, okay, Zeb, I see you.
That's same. Even though I was whelmed with it, like I was just like, look at you doing stuff. Nice. So episode 1, we've got Kamala and crew that they need to get to Ohio because they have a goober that needs to get taken.
That was a nice callback.
Right? Taken out to Ohio. So they've received this goober from a crash craft at the very beginning of the episode. So, but they're needing to get to a shield base is what it boils down to. And that's what this starts everything in this first episode. The introduction was pretty cool. The craft coming in, Kamala having to be the one to reach in. I kind of like the play with everybody, and it looks like they got all those voice actors back. That was a nice, giving Dominique Williams, Haley Steinfeld, Iman Vellani all back to do these characters. That was pretty cool. I enjoyed that. It kind of honestly made me wish they'd done live action on this, like actually maybe put some money into it and done like a Walking Dead style, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like
live action,
that would have been really cool.
Live action Marvel zombies would be dope as fuck.
Even like this though, where it's like they're not necessarily really intelligent.
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean?
I'll be honest with you, I like this version than the Kirkman version because these are like traditional zombies where like they're not really smart.
Right.
And it's only certain ones are because of maybe their power set or whatever. So I like that idea.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah. But I think you could do more is what I'm saying instead of having like, you know, a Cap that like knows and has the hunger and talks to the like you don't have to have speaking roles for these other zombies is what I was kind of getting at. You could have anybody play certain ones just with makeup.
Yeah. So basically we just need to, since they already have the cast, just turn Doomsday into zombies, Marvel zombies. Already have everybody there basically anyway.
I like the opening, the title sequence that comes in. It was a very like old school feel, like kind of a 70s horror movie or something like that is what I was getting. It threw me back to the Werewolf by Night special, which I thought was really good. So I really liked that kind of opening credits that they had right there. The animation in this, it's clean like all the rest of the What If and all that other jazz. But I feel like they did something with the lighting because it gave everything this glow. Whenever it was like a bad contrast is what it came out to be. Like when there was light hitting one side, it like faded everything to the left or the right, whatever. And it just, I did not like that at all.
Yeah, the art style is still that same kind of crappy, like What If style that is just kind of boring and mundane looking. The actual animation, so like the actual like them animating fights, there's some really dope fights in this 4 episodes. Specifically in this first episode between Blade Knight and Zombie Ghost.
Yeah.
I thought that was a really cool, well, like animated fight scene. But yeah, I'm very like lackluster on the art style and the animation as a whole. There's just few bits that I'm like, oh, that's really fucking cool.
Yeah.
We'll get more. Like the 4th episode has like kind of some of the best ones, but anyway.
Yeah, I'm kind of like to quote Michael, I'm kind of meh on the animation there. Like some of it, like you said, looks really good, and like there was I think that's the third episode where they're coming up onto the shore basically and having the waves and stuff like that on there. I thought that one was pretty decent. Things like that, like some around there, but for the entirety of it, like it's okay. I mean, it's not one of those that bothers you so much that it ruins the show for you. But it's nothing like just jumping out at you that's amazing type thing.
Yeah, it's definitely not friendly neighborhood Spider-Man bad.
Yeah.
I'll say the contrast almost ruined it for me. I'm not gonna lie. Like that was one of my biggest. Like I hated that really bright light to the dark. Like it was not appealing to me at all.
Yeah.
So it just made everything look fuzzy. One of my favorite parts of this episode is they've got the goober and they're Kate and Riri are talking to each other about like the percentages of success of getting this thing to Ohio. I love that whole back and forth. I love Amon Villani over there, like going back and forth with them kind of, but like on the side. Like
just agreeing with both of them.
Yeah, that was just, I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah, agreed.
I loved Friday, like just with the teddy bear head. I thought that was great.
Yes, that was a good touch.
What I want to know is zombified Tony's body like still in the suit and there's just a bear head where his head would be, or is it an empty suit now?
Oh, that's a good question.
That'd be really stinky if he was still in there.
I didn't even think about that.
That's where my head went immediately. I'm like, is Tony's like zombie corpse still in that suit?
I guess this means that like Friday is not in the helmet.
Yeah, I guess not.
That it's it's got to be somewhere else in the suit.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
I thought the Dominic Williams performance was like, I thought she was phoning it in, and she plays Riri Williams.
Dominic Thorne.
Yes, sorry.
I was like,
Dominic,
I was like, who's Dominic Williams?
I mixed the actor and the character.
Yeah.
I thought she phoned it in. I was not really impressed with her voice acting capabilities at all. However, I thought the difference, though, the exact opposite with Amon Villani. I thought she shined throughout this entire series.
Yeah.
Like she's the one character that makes it through. She's pretty much the main character for this whole story. And I thought she did a great job.
Yeah. I agree. I thought one of my notes was that I thought Dominic Thorne was kind of flat with her delivery and that Amon Villani was quite good. And yeah,
I completely agree with both that.
The one thing I want to see more with Kamala Khan's powers, since they have changed them to this like hard light construct, is can we at least use them in cool ways? I am so tired. Like, I liked at the very end of Miss Marvel where she kind of used them in the way that she would use her original powers from the comics, where she made these big giant fists and like really tall, like long legs so that she could walk. I don't like this. She uses like little platforms to walk or whatever, and then she just shoots like little like glowy crystals at people. I'm like, it's boring. It's just boring looking.
I mean, we got a little bit, a very tiny amount, honestly, because I can only think of one fist that was thrown. That's in the very last episode.
I thought of two really cool moments with her, but they're in next episodes. They're not in this episode.
Got you. I did think the barrier thing, I like that. And then I liked that it had a limitation as well. Like, it wasn't just like she was like all powerful being with this barrier.
Yeah.
Like, she could only go as far as she could push. And once what she was pushing just was too much, like it stopped her. So I liked that it had that. Fast forward a little bit to when they're driving through the desert and they see this thunderstorm. Come to find out it's not a thunderstorm. It is a fight that is going on. And they start like trying to get away, essentially. I like the whole flash of light and you see behind them like the zombies, but they haven't thought to look yet.
Yeah.
Like I like that kind of like old horror, like whatever.
Like, turn around.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm assuming it like made such like a loud boom that they weren't able to hear the zombies like rise up from the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, something.
And so obviously, in that, I still don't see how she became a zombie.
I was going to ask you.
That's just they shouldn't have done that. She would never. That would never happen to her.
But it did.
Yeah, but it did.
Who's the other person though that she's fighting?
That's Icarus from the Eternals.
I gotcha.
Yeah. So I do have a question. I do have a beef with that as well. Like when Kamala saw and realized it was Captain Marvel that was zombified, there was nothing
Yeah.
from Kamala.
Yeah.
Like this is her idol. This is her friend. This is her everything. You know what I mean?
Well, Eric Voss kind of explained that how this timeline works, because this happens right before Thanos comes to Wakanda with the Infinity Stones. So, like, in other words, it at the end of Ant-Man 1, or not Ant-Man 1, Ant-Man 2. Yeah, Ant-Man 2, when they're going into the quantum realm to get Hope's mom, that's when she discovers the quantum virus that creates the zombie outbreak.
Okay. Yeah.
Kamala doesn't become a fan of Captain Marvel until Captain Marvel shows up and beats the shit out of Thanos.
Oh.
Okay.
She doesn't know jack shit about Captain Marvel until she shows up on Earth for the
Gotcha.
Infinity War. So that never actually happens. So that's why she's not a fan here.
So that she's not a fan.
She doesn't.
Okay.
She's just like, who the fuck is that?
That makes a lot more sense then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that was explained. Awesome. I like the whole run sequence though, where she's like running
Mhm.
like away from, and they're kind of like panning the camera around her and whatnot like that. I thought that was a really good done, like action sequence.
There's a lot of great like moments throughout this series. The second episode has one of the best ones. But yeah, I agree with you. They also had the balls to just like murk people that
Right?
like, I just did not think they were going to do.
Yeah.
Like, since we're here, like when Kate shoots the trick arrow and it goes through Captain Marvel and then it just shoots the little confetti and she's like, shit. And then the very next second, boom, she's gone. She's dead. She's just reduced to ash.
And they show
Yeah.
skeleton and everything,
Yeah.
like in the
Uh-huh.
flash of light.
Yeah. They are circumventing the like goriness. They do make it gory and they do push the limit, but it's still that like clean gory, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
A lot of people get like reduced to skeletons or
Right.
it's like a comical almost death in some sense.
Because it was in that with that, like, I'm pretty sure it was hers, where like it did that and it showed her skeleton, but then it just went poof, and like
Yeah.
it just went to dust. And I don't know, it made me think of old Looney Tunes whenever
Right.
a coyote gets blown up or something.
There's another one in episode 4 that they literally do that.
Mhm.
Like they just get reduced to skeletons and then it pauses where there's like skeletons and then it just turns to ash like a Looney Tune.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I like the way that was all filmed and how it's these two like super powerful beings that are just constantly fighting and people just get caught in the crossfire essentially.
Yeah. And then lo and behold, we finally get to see our first version of Blade in the MCU. Not voiced by Mahershala Ali.
No, voiced by Todd Williams. I was
And
like,
not even like just Blade, but fucking like Moon Knight Blade.
yeah,
Fist of Khonshu Blade.
which was at the end of the final season of What If when they were showing us like cooler ideas
Oh,
other than
that's
Booty.
right.
Booty, other than Birdie was Moon Knight Blade.
I forgot about that. Yeah. I remember
Yeah.
that was like one of those flashes.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Yeah, I was just like, we finally got the version of Blade, and they had the gall to not even like have Mahershala Ali voice him, but they get someone else to do a Mahershala Ali impression.
Right.
Which was not good. I did not like that. I mean, yeah, I didn't like the voice as much for him.
Mm.
I think because I haven't heard him, I didn't think it was bad for me anyways. But that could totally change once I actually see him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and I guess like partly for me, I playing Marvel Rivals, I have that voice in my head
Mm.
of Blade sounds, and it to me that sounds would be more of like what Blade should sound like. But I don't know.
I got you. Because I will say, like, as we get further on into the series, we get a Peter Parker,
Mhm.
and like it's not Tom Holland, which is fine because I know like Tom Holland's a big big name. He's got a lot of things he's doing. So like voice acting is probably not on his list right now. But at the same time, I was like, this motherfucker doesn't sound anything like Tom Holland. What is going on here? He doesn't even sound close.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I want to say it's the guy who does the voice on Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I think they just grabbed him.
That's funny. And then, like, on top of just talking about this and talking about the voice actors and stuff like that, when I didn't realize that was Paul Rudd actually doing, like, what's his name?
Scott Lang.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Scott Lang. And then I saw the credit for it, and I was like, really? Because that did not sound good to me at all. And I'm like, that's him. Like, that's him doing him. And it
That's
did
just
not
my voice.
sound good. Right. It's just me living, talking.
Yeah, this first episode, Amon does Kamala, Dominic does Riri, Haley does Kate Bishop, as you said this. Someone named Carrie Condon does Friday. I don't know if that's the original voice for Friday. Kenya Ramsey does Okoye, which is not Denai Guerra from like the actual like Okoye live action and Walking Dead and all that stuff. Todd Williams, like I said, does Eric Brooks / Blade Knight. Carrie Walgren is Milena. Florence Pugh did Yelena, and David Harbour did Alexi.
Yeah. Which is it's crazy some of the voices they got back and some of them that they did not do.
Right.
Like the whole Mahershala. Like, he's sitting there waiting.
I know.
Just
like, it annoyed the absolute shit out of me because, like, to be honest with you, that fight between him and Ghost was dope as fuck.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Especially when he, like, kills her finally. I was just like, why is it hard to do a blade? Like, I don't want to go on another rant on what, like, but I'm like, we're waiting on it, dude. What the fuck is going on?
Though one of his co-stars said she came out and finally spoke about it, and she's like it's worth the wait. So just them trying to get it right, that it's worth the wait. I guess the jury's out. We'll find out.
Yeah. Also, Zombie Ghost is kind of OP.
Right? No, that's terrifying.
Yeah. Like a zombie you just can't kill, basically. Like,
right.
That is terrifying.
That was insane.
Zombie Abominations.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, first of all, how did he become a zombie? And then secondly, it's like, how is his skin not impenetrable still?
Yeah.
Like, how is that?
Maybe he got bit while he's Blonsky and not Abomination. I
guess. So that was another one where I was like, but yeah, the ghost one, I was like, oh, and then we'll see in episode 2, there's another one that's OP, and I'm like, what? So so they get to the place in Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
Blade Knight gets her there, and they're talking to Melina.
Yeah, Melina.
Yelena, as well as Red Guardian. And Melina has treated all these zombies like the pigs at her farm. So like they're all in beta mode right now. Just following her commands. They go in, they seek refuge, they start hacking or dealing with the whole goober and all that other jazz. And then Okoye and her troops come in. We get to see the half of Zombie Cap again from the What If episode. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And Harbor got to take on, or Alexi got to take on this Cap. Yeah. That was kind of like crazy. Yes. Watching him run through the air ducts, circling around with the shield while he's getting shot. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
This is like a gremlin right here. I don't like it.
I loved it. That was a great fight scene. And I love like Alexi finally gets his quote unquote rematch because he supposedly said he fought Captain America way back in the day. But the one note I wrote is when Captain America nut shots Alexi. And I was like, Steve Rogers would never. He would never fight that dirty.
He's only half a man now.
Yeah. So he's also a zombie. So
yeah. I'm gonna say.
Alexi, though, getting exciting about the bombs as the zombie horde is like coming upon their campus there.
Mm-hmm.
That was like boom, boom. Like it's excitement. I was like, this is great. We talked about ghosts, and the crew they get overrun with these zombies and they go to leave. Melina stays back, and of course she gets got by the Okoye zombie. Freaking spear through the chest. That was pretty violent. But Ghost makes her way. We've already talked about it several times over. Ghost makes her way down there, and Blade takes on freaking zombie Ghost in this really cool fight scene. It was in the trailer somewhat, but finishes her off. And I was just like, damn.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I love that.
Yeah, I do too. He gives her the like, where he's looking in an opposite direction and then like stabs her. And then he like turns around and then just cuts her to pieces.
Yeah.
And I was just like, why can't we get this in a Blade movie? That was my immediate like, that was cool as hell. Why can't we get that?
For as much as I think Iman Vellani did so good in like her voice acting and like the story they told with her in this, Blade, his moments like stole the show when it came to the action. I feel like several of these episodes over.
Yeah.
So that's all my notes for episode 1.
Yeah, you kind of covered the beats. One of the notes I wrote that I just wanted to talk about is why is Riri more likable than in her own TV show?
Because she was actually Riri Williams in this, is why. So,
but yeah, that's it. Basically, that was my only note that I really wanted to get to.
That's funny. All right. Episode 2, we've got the origin of Shang-Chi and crew, and we've got the voyage of the raft. Our heroes make it onto that facility, that prison known as the raft, because, you know, if you're going to do a zombie apocalypse show, you have to make refuge in some kind of prison at some point in time. It's not a zombie apocalypse show if you don't.
Or some sort of offshore boat, which they just like, why not both?
Just do both. Just do both. So this is where I started being like, the fuck are we doing? What is going on? Because
really,
because you see Shang-Chi and what's her name?
Katie.
Thank you. And they're running through the city because just zombie hordes are just coming through. At one point in time, he looks up and there's these giant bugs crawling on the skyscraper. And I was like, okay, maybe Ant-Man? Like, maybe?
Well, they say it in the episode. I think your problem is you should have went back and watched the What If episode, because the outbreak starts at the PIM lab. So PIM particles are just fucking everywhere now. So that's why we have seagulls and ants like the size of skyscrapers.
So the ants I attributed to Ant-Man, but then when I saw a seagull come through, I was like, what trippy bullshit is this?
Well,
what?
they as they're running, they're like, oh gosh, the PIM laboratory or whatever. And it's like, you can see it's like in the Bay Area. So like a seagull would probably like fly over and then in Biggin.
I didn't know. I guess I didn't realize that like the place itself was just kind of dispersing PIM particles at random. I almost thought it was maybe, you know, Ant-Man himself. Like he was zombified and Wanda got a hold of him because random people blew up and then random zombies blew up. And I was like, okay, well, that seems like if there was a zombie Ant-Man, he'd probably be doing that. But why the fuck the seagull? That's what threw me off.
The seagull and stuff, I was like, what's going on? But then when we saw the like businessman do it, and then he was like, what the hell's going on? I was like, oh, there must be just like a leak or something. I want to say Shang-Chi says something about a leak, but I think I may be just putting that in my own mind. But that was my favorite, one of my favorites. That was genuinely a like really good zombie apocalypse intro where like it's just mass chaos and there's just these really cool visuals. People are getting hit by cars, like zombies are taking people out left, right, and center. And they do, I know it's animated, but they do it as like a one shot take. So it's just constantly changing. And I was like, this is cool. I dug it a lot.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. And seeing like just like what you were saying, just seeing how that whole apocalypse was beginning and just seeing the chaos there. That really like definitely is what I would imagine it'd be like, especially just if it was an outbreak like that. that big.
If I see giant seagulls, I'm out. Like, there's a lot of things that I'll put up with, but giant seagulls, it's not happening.
Yeah,
That's fair.
I don't blame you.
That's fair.
So we get to a point where Shang-Chi's dad jumps in and he is just badass with these rings because he still has them. And then we see Shang-Chi get bit
Mhm.
and his dad has sympathy for him and passes the rings on, which I guess that's a thing. Like, I didn't realize we could just pass the rings on to somebody.
Yeah, he did it at the end of the movie.
I remember there being a battle. There's a lot of things apparently that I don't remember from the past.
Well, it's a battle, but
Welcome to my world.
But then he realizes that Shang-Chi should have them, and he
And just relinquishes
he
them?
willfully gives them to him.
Okay. But magic stops zombie bites is what I'm getting at,
Yeah, these rings apparently stop the zombie virus.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
So I kind of wonder if they're going to work that into other things, like with the rings being the MCU.
Yeah,
I doubt it.
but that it's then they show him like later and like they still with the rings on and that one up on his arm, and I'm just like that arm's got to be so nasty.
Yeah.
Like
It's got to stink.
Right.
Yeah, it's just supposed to be like a tourniquet. But the thing that was so weird is that like it turned zombie and immediately was like just rotten. Like there was a big chunk of his like arm missing as soon as he turned. I'm like, damn.
This fell off.
We then jump ahead and we're like Mad Max style. We're going through the desert with cows trying to get to the raft with Jimmy Woo and Death Dealer and Shang-Chi and Katie. Like who else? Who else am I?
Just
there was other people
randos.
just ran. Yeah.
Randos which were just straight up like red shirts from Star Trek. I called that immediately. I'm like, who the fuck are these people? Oh, they're expendable is who they are.
That's funny. We had a group of Skrull bikers coming up on them.
Scroll.
Man, they took them jokers out. That was pretty cool. I really enjoyed that. Death Dealer is probably my favorite kill of all of them because he's just laid back, he's just chill, and he throws one knife and that's done.
Yeah. They were trying to steal their cows, which I think is a reference from the comic books because the scrolls eventually at some point get turned into cows.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if maybe that's a reference to that.
I didn't even think about that. That's freaking hilarious.
I was even wondering, I'm like, are those cows scrolls?
This is a universe where they actually had the Fantastic Four and they turned them into Skrulls. That's funny.
Did y'all figure the city at the sea was the raft?
No,
I didn't. I did not see that coming.
Yeah,
like that was.
I did because I was like, city at the sea. I was like, what's big enough to hold a shitload of people? And I was like, the only thing I can think of is the raft. And then it shows up. I'm like, oh, it's the raft.
No, I do like I normally do. I'm just kind of in it. I'm just kind of watching it.
Right. Yeah.
Just.
I just figured it was like they built kind of like a little city that was right there at the sea line. So I was like, well, I guess that's it. But nope, there's more.
I did figure when I saw Baron Zemo, I was like, of course he would be the leader of a city that's like having refuge. Like that seems very legit. And then John Walker being his right hand man as well. I was like, okay, that lines up too. There we go. What I did not see was zombie Namor coming. That I did not see because I was like, where? Like, how?
Yeah.
How did that even get established?
That was one of my like. I liked it because of what happens in the episode with him, and also the fact that he just looks like when he's zombified, he looks like fucking Nosferatu. It's just I like full disclosure. I fucking hate Namor. Like I hate him in the comics. I hate him in the movies. Like I think Namor sucks on toast. Like, I think he's a stupid character, and I don't like him at all. And
so I think we need to read more Namor.
No, we do not. But this version of Namor, I was like, yo, this is cool, man. I dug the shit out of this.
This stupid version of Namor is the best out of all of them.
For real, it was. I also like again with zombie tropes, there's usually always some kind of like fucked up thing when the heroes find like some sort of salvation. It's like, oh, we finally found like a place where we can survive, and then there's always usually something fucked up, in which case Baron Zemo usually like launches out people so that the Atlanteans or the Talocanians are like can eat them. I don't know what they call them. It's not
Talocans.
They're not Atlanteans in this version, so whatever they're called. But yeah, I thought that was a cool twist with like keeping in the zombie apocalypse kind of tropes.
Yeah, I agree.
What's funny is like Marvel Rivals released a zombie.
Yeah, Marvel Zombies.
Yeah, Marvel Zombies like little game type in there. And so I actually played that before watching Marvel Zombies, and Namor is like one of the like bosses that you have to fight in it. And so when watching this, I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, seeing that it's like actually connected between the two.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
How do you look on the game?
Pretty much the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can get the Marvel zombie skins because I think one of Wanda's another villain, and her skin looks like the one from the game, not the game, the show.
Yeah,
that's a rough one there.
Yeah, she's the final boss that you have to fight.
Yeah, of course she is.
Yeah,
that's. So we got to get a little fight scene. Basically all the Talocans invade the raft, and they start taking everybody out. Zemo is trying to leave and get his own little like pod to deploy away from the raft, along with John Walker. You got Kamala with Shang-Chi crew all backing each other up, and they're trying to get to the same pod as Baron Zemo. Namor breaks free of this cage that he got put in, and he makes his way down the hallway. And I thought that was a really cool scene of like them being in the hallway. They hear something, they turn around, and there's just a silhouette with red behind them. And like, like, oh shit, like this is it. Now, what I don't understand though, is that should there not be water like coming in behind Namor? Because he wasn't just opening door, he was blasting through everything.
Yeah, there should have been.
So
maybe he was so fast.
Or did I miss something? I was hoping I missed something.
I don't really, honestly, I don't really remember. That was the least thing that I was honestly just, well, because like Namor bodies like fucking everybody in this fucking episode. Like, and it's why I think this is my favorite episode, because he, like, I know it's a bunch of no names, but like, goddamn.
Well, so like, they all make their way into the room, including Namor with Zemo and Walker, and like you're saying, Namor just starts just anybody and everybody. They're done.
Yeah,
like Walker gets, I think, ripped in half.
Yep.
The red shirts, as you call them, they got.
I love that Walker, who's supposed to be another Captain America, also got cut in half, like same way, like from the waist.
He'll be back.
So now we got Sharon Carter in Multiverse of Madness. We've got a zombie Cap, and then we got John Walker. So like far, all the Caps get cut in half.
It is. It's one of those that's set in time that we learned in What If as well. Like that's a moment in time. If you're a Cap, then you're going to get cut in half.
What do they call it in Spider-Verse? I forget whether not a fixed point. What is it called? I can't remember now. Some kind of event. I can't remember the name. But anyway,
that's funny. But yeah, just him slaughtering people in there. I was like, wow. Like you were saying earlier, I'm like, how no one's safe. Number one, don't matter how long you've been in this or not. Like nobody is safe, and they're going to show some stuff.
Yeah. Like
it's not going to be rated R. I don't think, in my opinion, it's not rated R, but like it's stuff. So
yeah. I thought it was a really cool. This one really kind of shocked me because I really didn't think we'd see anything close to this.
Yeah.
And when he tears someone in half, like vertically, and I was just like, fuck.
Just blood dripping everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was pretty ruthless. But then you get Kamala, who has the goober, shows Namor. He comes at it. She diamonds up her fist, puts it in his mouth, and then it's just like you hit that button, it's fatality.
Yeah. Kamala wins.
Right.
Flawless victory.
Hand turns into like this giant mace, freaking Green Lantern style.
Right. Yeah. She like embiggens that like crystal stuff that she makes, and it like explodes his head.
Yes.
Which that's one of the moments that I was like, okay, that's a cool use of her powers. Thank you for doing something that isn't just like, oh, I shoot crystals at you.
Do you think it's because they're scared of like all the Green Lantern reference?
I don't know, man.
Because
they don't even
like
have to do Green Lantern. Like, just make it like the way she does her stretchy powers, but just make it look all crystally.
Yeah, but it boils back to like, if she can create anything, like at this point in time, you might as well just like dive into it and just be like, yep, we're going to make her a Green Lantern. That's
well, legally distinct. We'll call her a green flashlight.
She is a crystal lantern. That's what she is right
crystal
now.
Lantern. There you go.
She's
the purple lantern.
You might as well lean into it.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, I get why they did it because of the Marvels movie. They wanted the powers to all kind of look the same. But I think it was for the detriment of like Kamala's that, or maybe they just don't, because like they really didn't show Mr. Fantastic stretchy powers all that much. Maybe they just haven't perfected it without it looking goofy as hell.
That's what I was gonna say. Maybe it's just really hard to do, and they're like, "Hey, we can do this.
Yeah,
we do this shit all the time."
But that's fine. Like, just do something cool with it. Like, essentially, she's Dagger from Cloak and Dagger.
Right.
Like, she just throws light crystals at everybody.
Yes. No, that's what I'm saying. We're on the same page. Just lean into it. Marvel, lean into it. Make her a lantern and lean into it. Baseball bats, fucking rockets. The world is your playground at this point in time. Like,
make she has that sloth. Was that little like sloth with wings that was in her TV show? Make her make one, like a giant one of those, and it like crushes like a zombie.
Just fucks them all up. That's great. But yeah, that was they wound up leaving in the pod. They leave Yelena behind. She pours one out, and Lexi's distraught by it, of course, and they're on their way to the next stop to try and get the Scoober to where it needs to go.
Yep. I hated that Yelena died the way she did. I mean, I get it's a zombie apocalypse. Someone has to stay behind, but it made me feel sad for Alexi.
Yeah, I did too. That was one of my things. Is like I really wanted more of their family crew to make it. I just like them. They're fun.
Yeah.
They're lovable.
Florence Pugh probably costs a little bit more.
Yeah.
Than David Harbour.
Probably.
So. And I think the voice from Elena, I think that's the same actress that played her in the movie. Is it not? Is it not?
It's definitely not. It's Rachel or I forget her last name. The girl from The Mummy. The mom from The Mummy. The Brendan Fraser mummy.
Yeah.
That's the one who does the voice. And this actress where is she?
Oh, that's the one that plays the character in the movie.
Yes, that is the one who plays the character in the movie. The one that does the voice is Carrie Walgren.
Gotcha. Y'all got anything else for?
No, that was pretty much it. I just wanted to talk mostly about Namor murking everybody.
Got you. On to episode 3. The crew makes their way to a Asgardian feast that is going on. We find that there's a twist to this feast, as well as we get a little background history here in episode 3. We find out what happened at the end of What If. T'Challa makes it all the way to Wakanda with Spider-Man and Scott Lang, the head of Scott Lang anyways, and his magic cape. And they fight a Thanos that has got the gauntlet, and maybe that's another like staple in time, is that all T'Challas die because he gave himself up here. and there's no Black Panther.
Oh.
So yeah, I don't know. I like the fight sequence with Spider-Man and all of them against Thanos, but I also thought it was a little weak. Like, I know it's a zombie Thanos, but I don't know. He's got an Infinity Gauntlet. Like,
Yeah, they were talking about how he hadn't learned it yet, though.
Yeah.
Which
He was starting to.
Yeah,
Right.
which they later on in this episode also talk about how Wanda was the same way, how she was just a mindless zombie, but as she grew, she was able to learn how to use her powers. Because her
Mhm.
powers specifically are altering reality, she was able to like gain back her like consciousness.
yeah, I got
So I
you.
think given enough time, zombie Thanos maybe could have done the same thing, which would have been far more dangerous than at his current state.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I agree. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of expected a little bit more. My expectations were a little higher, I guess.
Yeah. The part where Thor shows up and we get the same scene where Thor, Rocket, and Groot.
Oh
And-
my gosh.
and they
yes.
charge in.
Oof.
I just wrote poor Rocket.
Right? Right?
Yeah. It really was kind of sad. He just like they thought they were going to do something, and then it literally within 2 seconds we're just gone.
Bomb dead.
And then Thor. I mean, Thor was rocked from that as we see as this
Mhm.
episode goes on, because we're going to run into Thor again. Like, he was just,
It melted like half his face.
yeah. That eyeball that he got from Space is gone too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
From what was it? Avengers Infinity War. Yeah. Yeah, that eyeball's gone. No more.
Oh, yeah.
I like the crew makes it inside because of Khonshu, and Alexei sits down to toast Yelena with the other Asgardians that are there because they invited him to eat with them, and there's just this giant feast that's going on. And we find out as the episode goes on that Wanda has provided this feast because she needs like a godlike army.
Mm-hmm.
And so she has made everything look delicious. However, it's all just zombie pieces.
Yeah, it's just brains, fingers, eyeballs, blood, guts. Yeah.
And Alexei's realization of this as he's holding he realizes he's not holding a turkey leg, but it's an arm. And he's like, "Oh, I ate one too many fingers."
Mhm.
Like that was funny to me.
What's so fucked up about that is Blade Knight knew.
Because he's wanted.
Yeah, when Jimmy Woo goes to eat, he slaps his hand away.
Yep.
And there's a specific shot when Alexei's sitting down to eat. Blade Knight walks past him and kind of like side eyes and then keeps going. And I was like, yo, that's fucked up.
Well, but at the same time, like, I don't think he fully knew, because he says it like somebody like questions him, and he even says that Khonshu doesn't necessarily tell him everything.
Yeah. Well, okay.
So
then Khonshu, that's fucked up. Regardless.
That's far for Khonshu.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
that's true. Khonshu is a dick.
But that was one thing about whenever Khonshu came out. That was another voice where I was like, I don't know. Like,
What's weird
I
is
just didn't.
that's the voice of Khonshu from the Moon Knight series.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it didn't
Oh,
sound
really?
like him at all, because I specifically looked that one up because I was like, did they not get F. Murray Abraham, which is the guy that does the voice? And when I looked it up, I was like, no, they did. Why the fuck does this not sound like him?
Yeah.
Because they got him and freaking Paul Rudd speaking on the same microphone.
I will say this. I was going to talk about this then, but this is a better time to put it in. Elizabeth Olsen did all of her lines back in 2020 during COVID in a closet.
Really?
Yeah. She was in an interview a while back. She mentioned how she doesn't even remember doing this series because it was so far back when she recorded her lines.
Wow.
That makes sense a little bit, honestly. Like, there was reports a long time ago of a Marvel zombie. Like, that Marvel Zombies has been a thing
Mm-hmm.
that people have talked about for a long time.
Yeah.
So,
Huh. That's crazy.
She, speaking of people that didn't sound like themselves, Elizabeth Olsen didn't sound like herself.
Yeah, she in fact was herself,
just in a closet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Tessa Thompson was Valkyrie as well.
Yeah. What's his name was Jimmy Woo.
Mm-hmm.
They brought him back.
Jim from The Office.
Oh yeah,
Greg. Someone named Greg Furman played Thor. Adam Huggle, I think, was the original voice of Rentra. Daniel Swain was London Master. Sheila Atim was
Is that
Sarah.
the guy with the magic sword?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I had no idea who that was. I meant to go back and look.
They're characters from Multiverse of Madness that are just like in the background with Rentra.
Got you.
So Sarah and London Master are those two people that whatever, they get murked in the next episode.
Well,
Spoilers.
Sarah we know about.
That's true.
We talked heavily
right.
about Sarah.
I forgot. Oh my gosh, I forgot that she had the Funko Pop. I totally forgot about that. Aquafina came back as Katie. I didn't mention that.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Zemo was done by Rama. Valerie, I guess is how you say his name.
Yes.
Aman Vellani. Thank you for confirming that. Yeah, and that's everybody for this episode.
Did what's his name? Wyatt Russell do John Walker? I can't remember.
I think he did. Let me go back.
I know that was last episode.
Yeah. Yes, Wyatt Russell did do John Walker.
Okay. Yeah, it sounded kind of like him.
But yeah, I like the twist of it being all zombie flesh, and it's revealed that Wanda used her like illusion powers. I thought that was a nice twist.
Yeah.
Man, the deaths in this one was like when Death Dealer and Jimmy Woo's more comical, but the way Death Dealer died, I was like,
right.
Oh, fuck.
Right? Yeah, no, I was thinking the same thing. I was just like, because I was really enjoying Death Dealer. I'm not going to lie. Like, he didn't talk or whatever, but he was a badass like Blade. Like, he had some really good fight scenes too, like just jabbing people and whatnot with the little knives.
Yeah.
Hey, Marvel, you want to do something that's on the cheap? Do a Death Dealer like little mini episode or something. The man doesn't talk.
Yeah, for real.
There you go.
They could do that for whenever they do their 10 Rings thing. Just make like a couple episodes with Death Dealer.
Yeah. Just silent episode. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, my notes: Death Dealer, Jimmy Woo. But then I was excited when Thor got in there. I thought he was pretty cool. I liked seeing his power set. I liked seeing him face off against Wanda. I liked how he didn't care until Kamala cared, and that I thought that was kind of cool too.
And him basically making her the next Avenger.
Yeah,
young Avenger.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I like that a lot as well. I thought that was neat, and because Aman Vellani seems to be a actual fangirl of like the Marvel comics and stuff like that, I like the idea of that she's getting not only more work, but she gets made an Avenger by one of the OGs.
Yeah. They wind up being able to get away because of Thor and taking on, and we lose Alexei, we lose Death Dealer, we lose Jimmy Woo, we pick up Valkyrie, and is that all that we pick up? We didn't pick up anything else.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so our crew is now dwindled down to, we have Ms. Marvel, we have Valkyrie, we have Shang-Chi, we have, I keep forgetting her name.
Katie,
thank you. God,
Aquafina. You can just call her Aquafina.
And Blade Knight.
Yeah.
That's it. That is our crew. They have gotten a spaceship. They go to space because the Goobers got to get out to space so they can contact the Nova Corps.
Not just any spaceship. That's the Grand Master spaceship. Which I was like,
yeah.
Why do they have the Grand Master? Like, did Thor... I was going to say Love and Thunder. Did Thor Ragnarok happen?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. You're right. It did. So, yeah, they would have it. Okay, never mind. Stupid question. Moving on.
They took it through the devil's anus.
Yes. I remember that now. Yes.
So, they get out to space and they talk over about the Goober and they're going to set it up so they can contact the Nova Corps. And then we get this whole yellow button bit. And I was just like, at first it was like, I don't know which one it is. I was like, okay, I like that. That's not bad. But then it's like, it just keeps going.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I'm done. I'm done with the yellow button bit. Like,
Just hit it.
Yeah.
This is stupid now. But the Nova Corps has been there. They've got their mesh fence set up and everything because they were worried about zombies getting in spaceships and taking off.
Yeah.
And that's how they end the episode. So we all anticipating seeing the Nova Corps already.
No, I wasn't. It was at that point of like being a little hopeful, like maybe something good's gonna happen here, and then nope. So
At that point, he knew he'd fucked up.
Yeah.
Where's that at?
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
So yeah, it was definitely what I was like, oh, that's not good.
Yeah, I was not expecting them only because I thought Nova was like wiped out because at this point Thanos had the Power Stone, which was on Xandar.
Holy shit! I didn't even think about that, motherfucker.
So I guess he only wiped out half of Xandar, or this is a huge continuity error, which is one of my big complaints, honestly.
This is no. They've got the whole thing surrounded. It seemed like
Yeah, they had the whole Earth surrounded. Yeah,
there was a bunch of them. Like,
yeah,
holy shit! I didn't even think about that.
yeah.
No, yeah, that's a continuity thing. That's got to be.
Yeah, I really thought I thought the twist was going to be that they contact Nova and Nova's not that. No one picked, like, they make a call and no one picks up the phone because everybody's fucking dead.
Right. Right. Wow. Okay, then. I'm shocked. I'm
Yeah.
speechless. I'm literally speechless at this point in time.
You're flabbergasted.
Yes, absolutely. Well, episode 4.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So we pick up right where we left off with freaking our crew getting hunted down by the Nova Corps that shouldn't even be there because their planet was destroyed. And they wound up getting their ship exploded. Kamala makes a giant crystal orb to go around them for not the first time, but the second time, because she did this at the raft as well. We've seen this. And then this is the third time. She even did this in the truck. It's like she has to make one of these orbs every single episode now. They take this down to Earth. The sorcerers that are left over wind up bringing them on board, and they are going to they're actually going to go and protect the Hulk, who has absorbing all this infinity energy. Who he's not the Hulk anymore. He's not Banner anymore. He is a Cypher, is what they said.
Mm-hmm.
Wanda is wanting this infinity power. And so she is bringing her crew to take on the Hulk to get this power. And apparently all she has to do is touch him. And then she gets it. How that works, I don't know. But that's the thing.
Magic.
Yeah.
Magic,
Yeah.
right? Magic. I'm letting y'all know right now, like, as much as I like Death Dealer and his scenes, as much as I like Blade and his fight scenes, Infinity Hulk,
Mm-hmm.
like, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad. I was worried you were going to be like, I fucking hated that. Like, yo, that was some of the coolest shit ever.
Yes!
Like, I was like,
Yes,
oh,
it was.
it just became Dragon Ball Z now. Like,
Yeah. It was. Whenever I saw that, I was like, why don't we have Infinity Hulk in Marvel Rivals? Like, I need that skin in the game. Like,
give it time. You'll probably get that. But
that's awesome.
man, like, there were so many cool moments. Like, that was my other point of, like, the animation. Like, again, I don't like the art style. I've never really liked the What If art style, but that animation of him just punching like hordes of zombies and them just like being just, I don't know, like, it's like a big giant like atom bomb went off and they're just being blown back. And then like the big giant zombies, he like uppercuts and takes their heads off. I was just like, this is cool as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was some of the ones like that I was watching that. I think it was the giant ones. I don't remember exactly, but some of the ones that were flying, like he would whatever power at that point he was using just to like pop their heads, but he even did like his little like Hulk clap to make a couple of them their heads explode.
Mhm.
Like, yes.
Yeah, it was almost like he was using telekinesis or something. Like he
Yeah.
was just like willing stuff to happen almost.
Yeah,
And it was an extension of himself kind of thing. It was really cool.
right. Yeah, they explain that. Just this is kind of like for our listeners. I know you know this, but like they explain that he had been absorbing the like Infinity Stone radiation, so he himself is like the Infinity Gauntlet at this point.
Right. Yeah.
So
yeah,
like
yeah.
he can use like any power, I guess he wants to, which in my opinion, he should have just like bodied everybody. Like there should have been no contest. Like,
Right?
the Hulk is a problem as it is. The Hulk with the power of the Infinity Gauntlet is like, just we're done. That's it. That's game over.
Yeah.
You
The-
lose.
Yeah.
The Hulk that's the embodiment of the Infinity Gauntlet.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
not even just the having the power, but like he is the Infinity Gauntlet at that
Mhm.
point in time. Yeah, no, it's insane. You talk about OP, like that's that's the definition of OP right there, which doesn't even make sense as to why anybody could hurt him then.
Yeah.
That was my thinking too. I mean, like with them shooting him, like shouldn't he have just gotten angrier and bigger and just
Yes.
blown everything to pieces?
Yeah, I think it's just one of those that we have to have it so that
Yeah.
this moment that we'll eventually get to happens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like even some of like the Asgard weapons cutting him and
Mhm.
the Talocans like cutting him because Wanda brings the raft and just dumps the water and the animal on top of him.
That was kind of funny to me.
Like I was just like, I don't understand how any of these can hurt him. Like that doesn't even make any sense.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
They shouldn't have. To be 100% honest with you, they shouldn't have. It was kind of
Yeah.
like, oh, we scaled his power up and then we scaled it back down so he could
Yeah.
be on a
Yeah.
level playing field with these people.
well, and at first he would like regenerate, it seemed like pretty quickly. And I was like, okay, I'm cool with that. But then it's like as the fight went on, it's like his regeneration went down.
Mhm.
And so
Yeah.
it took him longer. And I was like, I don't know. I did think our whole crew that we've been following, well, somewhat following the whole time, has made it to be a front line for Infinity Hulk here.
With a few extras.
Right, with the sorcerers they've now like brought with them.
With the very important character, Sarah and London Master.
And Rentra,
In Rentra, yeah. Let's
which
not
he
forget
has a cool
Rentra.
kill. Like he at least used his horns to like impale a zombie and fling them. I'm like, yes, in true bull fashion,
Yes,
you did
was,
that.
It was Chekhov's horns.
But you see Spider-Man whipping around, and he is like, you don't know it until like another scene, but he is grabbing heads and he just yanks them all off the
Yeah.
bodies. And I was like, that's a cool scene.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yes.
That was cool.
That one was awesome. I think this one also had like, I don't know if this may be the one that you're talking about, Richard, where like Kamala had like, to me, a cool kill
Yes.
where she just makes that blade
Yes.
and just sends it out. I'm like, that's awesome.
Yeah, that was my other one that I was like, okay, that's a cool way to use her power. And I don't
Yeah.
know if it was like, because it kind of looked like a moon crescent, so I don't know if she was like doing an homage to like Moon Knight at that point or what. I don't know. But yeah, it was. I liked how she made that bladed thing, and it was just
Yeah.
like decapitating all of them. I was like, okay, that's cool. Thank you for doing something different.
Yeah.
Well, she also had like a bodysuit of armor, like of like
Mhm.
crystal armor. She ran through there and like was hitting people with that and killing people with that, or zombies with that. I thought that was kind of cool. And then we saw her beginning power when you get I know we had two sets of like giants, and I think the one that she hit was the Wasp. Didn't she uppercut her?
Yeah, I forget which one. I can't remember if
Yeah.
it's Hope or Janet. I can't remember which one. I want to say it's Hope.
But I think she uppercutted one and like used it was almost like embiggening power because it was
Yeah.
like
Right,
a giant
yeah.
fist that came up and hit her. That was kind of cool.
Agreed.
There's one kill that I thought was pretty cool. Was Valkyrie's. Where,
Yeah.
like, the zombie tries to punch her and then she just kind of starts climbing through its arm.
Yeah, that's
And then bursts out.
that one's Janet. That one's Janet Wasp.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I specifically wrote down Not only was that really cool, but that was well animated because I don't think that was their normal 3D animation. I think it was done in 2D. So the part where she's like coming up through the arm and it's all like bubbling and everything, I thought that was very well animated, but that's like a blip compared to like the crap that we else got in it. But yeah, that was a really cool one.
Yeah.
At one point in time, you see Spider-Man trying to protect Infinity Hulk, and he's like, he whips his hand, his fist from like hitting him. And then he goes into the whole like stop hitting yourself routine that just goes on for way too long, in my opinion. I was just like, okay, this is stupid. Why are we still doing this?
That tracks for Spider-Man, though, in my opinion.
It does. But I was just like, man, come on. But then you get where like Ant-Man shrinks back down and somehow I think he gets hit off of like Scott Lang's helmet or something like that towards Blade. And you see that moment where Blade comes through with a sword and like just cuts what's his name, Ant-Man in half. And I'm just like,
Hank
wow,
Pym.
that's cool. Yeah, Hank Pym. That's cool.
I love the shot where he's flipping the blade around and it mirrors Conchu over his face.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like in slow-mo. I was like, man, these are some really cool moments. And again, I'm like, would love to see a Blade movie. Love to see it. Be really cool.
Yeah.
Would you even go for a Blade Knight movie at this point?
Yes, absolutely.
Heck yeah.
After what we
They do
saw
it like
with
that?
after what we saw with actual Moon Knight, I would love to see a Blade Knight movie.
Anything would be better than that. Oh,
But I will say they did my boy dirty. Like Blade Knight. They did my boy dirty. Because like the way he goes out, I was like, not like that. Not like that. What are you doing? No.
Is it not? Thor zombie comes down, right?
Yeah.
And he just wastes him with a blast.
He comes down and he murks, he like vaporizes the most important character, Sarah and London Master. And that's the one.
Sling ring can protect you from that.
Those are the ones that they get reduced to skeletons, and then the skeletons stay there for like a half second and then just turn to ash.
Okay.
A la Looney Tunes. And then he starts fighting, and then Blade Knight jumps at him, and then another like lightning bolt or Bifrost. I couldn't tell if it was the Bifrost or the lightning bolt, but anyway, it hits Blade, and it's a cool. The animation was done really well, but then he just like vaporizes him, and you see him like screaming, and you see the like vampire fangs skeleton, and then it's just gone into nothingness. And I was like, not like this. Not like this. Why would you do him so dirty?
Now the question is, who does Khonshu find?
That is interesting. If we get a season 2, I guarantee you're going to see Khonshu back in somebody.
Got to be. Got to.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah, Zombie Thor hit the scene, and my comment was, "Oh no, this is a predicament here."
Yeah, it's not gonna go well.
I wish we could have seen more of Valkyrie taking on Okoye. That's a really cool matchup, and I think it's a really good matchup, and I really would like to have seen more of that. And I like the horror type scene of towards the end of the fight, like everybody's kind of taking on their friends that are zombified and whatnot, which the Death Dealer Jimmy Woo facing Awkwafina and Shang-Chi was like, what trippy bullshit is going on here? Because they're like pieces.
Yeah. They're just like floating pieces.
Yeah. I was like, what is this?
I kind of liked it because their weapons are the rings. So like the pieces are kind of like the mimicking. Reverse. Yeah. The mimicking the way the rings are.
That's cool. Okay. I like that now that you said that. I just want it to make sense. That's all it boils down to is like, if it makes sense, I can dig it.
Yeah.
But in my head at that point in time, it's like, what is this?
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? But we get this moment where like Infinity Hulk is just sitting there and he's resting and he kind of gives like Kamala the thumbs up because they've kind of blocked everybody off. And then all of a sudden there's this really quick whoop, and like Wanda's right there.
Mhm.
And then it's like, oh no.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that really quick zoom in because it's more of that horror feel or whatever. And so that was, I don't know. I just really like that one.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
agree. I was like, oh, shit.
Which I don't know why Kamala just didn't throw a construct up in between. Like,
That's her one move, and she didn't even do it.
right. She could have gone big hand, just right on out there and just slapped her away.
Yeah.
But then you wouldn't have the end where Wanda touches Infinity Hulk, I guess, using the power, possibly absorbing the power.
Yeah,
I don't even know.
I think she's using her magic to either amplify her power to create, like, my theory. I'm just getting into my theory now. I think what she did is when she put her hand on Infinity Hulk, she either absorbed that power or just used it to amplify. Regardless, she used the Infinity Gauntlet to amplify her reality warping power to do a House of M kind of illusion over the entire world.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why does she need Kamala? Because that's the whole thing throughout this whole
I don't
thing
know.
is that she's getting visions of Kamala and she keeps telling Kamala, like, I need you,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
That's the only part I do not know, because they've changed so much with Kamala now. I don't know if it's something to do with the Noor and that dimension or the bangle itself. Because remember, the bangle can go back in time. So I don't know. I don't know what.
I didn't even think about the flip.
The flip.
So when in the Ms. Marvel series, when she gets the bangle,
Mhm.
it's like she goes into the upside down.
Yeah, the Noor.
Okay. Yes.
The Noor dimension.
Yeah. So I didn't even think about that aspect of it, of like of two different dimensions.
Yeah.
And so, like, what if that's what Wanda's doing, is using, like, trying to separate the two,
Maybe. Or she's trying to take over it. I don't know. Because I don't know
or
if this,
combine the two?
yeah, I don't know if this Wanda is evil or good, or like, I kind of wonder,
Yeah.
like, were we supposed to think that she was evil all along? But then in reality, she was trying to like undo all of this crap.
Right.
But the way it ends, it's like, no, actually, it is like she's evil. And so I don't know. Like,
So that's another to get to that part, like, of, so they, they all join hands and sing Kumbaya and we're in this new world thing.
Getting boba.
Yeah. And so, they do all that, and where he's wondering, if it actually changed it and all that kind of stuff. And then she starts getting glimpses of the actual zombie world, like,
mhm.
that is not actually there. And Riri is there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what just happened now? Like, I mean, because Riri was supposed to be a zombie.
Well,
Well, yeah, there was no body.
I was going to say, per
that's
Michael's
true.
own thing, there was no body. And she specifically jabbed herself with something and said, please,
that's right. Yeah.
please let this thing work.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
I
that's
think
true.
she jabbed herself with either a cure or maybe it's like nanobots or something. I don't know. If
Yeah.
Shang-Chi's ring can stop
'Cause-
it, then maybe Riri found something that can stop turning. Like, it doesn't cure you, but it at least stops you from fully turning zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she Riri wasn't one of the, like, friends that were sent to fight Kamala.
Yes.
There at that one scene. So
Mhm.
Yeah, so I personally think we are going to get a season 2 and it's going to continue on this. But I think the twist is going to be this, like, Marvel Zombies House of M mashup where, like, Wanda has changed the world to look like it's normal, but it's still zombies.
Yeah. Because she does say, was it start the world anew,
Yeah.
or something to that effect?
Mhm.
So this kind of like the whole, like, WandaVision-esque too.
Yeah. I mean, that is what happens. WandaVision was kind of like their version of House of M. In that story, I do want to read it. We've talked about it in the past, but we've gone way over tonight. But regardless, she's freaking out because her kids are not real. And eventually she breaks. And in the comics, everybody's like way more powerful than they are in the movies. So she doesn't need an amplifier. She just snaps and, like, changes like all of reality on Earth, where the mutants are the dominant race now, and humans are like the like minorities on the planet. So like mutants rule the Earth, and that's why it's called House of M, because at the time she was the daughter of Magneto, who at the time he was calling himself Magnus. So House of M is House of Magnus, and he's like the ruler of Earth.
Gotcha.
It's a really cool story, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like it. So
We'll have to put it on our read list.
yeah,
So-
definitely.
Well, do y'all have anything else?
I just the only thing that I wanted to mention was just I love at the start of the episode when they're being chased by the Nova Corps. I was about to say the Green Lantern Corps. The Nova Corps, and Valkyrie's like, does this count as dying in battle? Like, I just thought that was really funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But that's all my notes.
Yeah, I'm good.
Cool. All right. Well, there you go. Marvel Zombies. A little bit more. One last go at spooky time before it's over with. Let us know. Let us know on IG what y'all thought about it as well. Come back and join us next week as we start our Sandman review of season 2. And in the meantime, Jeremy, where can they find you at?
They can find me on Twitch under the handle Night Fury GTO. That's Night with a K. And you can find me here.
Awesome. Richard?
If you want to contact me directly, I have an X, the platform formerly known as Twitter, and Instagram at Blue Skies, and a Threads. My handle is Night Curry, night like day night, and Curry with a K. If you want to contact us directly, we have a Gmail. Our Gmail is comicallycomicspodcast@gmail.com. And if you want to check us out on YouTube, possibly TikTok, we'll see, and Instagram, you can check us out under the name Comically Comics Podcast. And if you want to check us out on X, the platform formerly known as Twitter, you can check us out under the name Comically Comics with an X.
I was waiting for something creepy on that one. I'm not going to lie.
Oh,
You're good.
now I feel disappointed. I failed you. Here, hang on.
Thanks. You can find me on Instagram, eBay, and Shortbox22_comics. You can also find me on YouTube at 22 Comics. Thank y'all so much for listening. Hope you enjoyed as much as we did making it. Well, all being said, say goodbye, Jeremy.
Bye, Jeremy.
Goodbye, Jeremy. Goodbye.
And saving the world, go.
How long do you think it'll take to get an answer?